Alright, welcome back everybody. Effective Pawn here on day 216 of War 47. And I'm liking the way things are looking, boys. I'm liking it a lot. Last time we left off, we were preparing Protoss for a possible invasion. And I don't think it ever came to fruition. It's still green. Endless Shore is slowly becoming a battle zone. I'm not liking that we were not able to clear up Vulpine Watch. It was just one spot, and then it looks like they took Well Church, and then, they neutralized Well Church, and then captured Dannan Ridge, and then I'm not sure if we're trying to take this back, or if they're trying to secure it. Weather Expanse, we did have a landing here at White Walk, but we were kicked out. I'm a little bit upset about that. We did actually take this and get close to securing it, but I mean, it was only one square. Logi is hard to do by sea, and I mean, obviously the Wardens are just going to surround us and kick us out. So that was expected when I saw that landing was happening there, but I totally expected us to get kicked out, and I was right. So if you go over here to Callahan's Passage, as you can see, when we last left off, we had these right here, just Scath, Overlook, and the Latch. And then we took Solus Gorge into Procession, and now I don't know if we neutralized that or if we had it and the Wardens are neutralizing it. I wish you could like highlight over it. It would tell you like the last thing that happened, like recently Wardens neutralized Lockhand or something, just so it's easier for me to keep track of exactly what's happening. But I mean, we're slowly making progress in Callahan, so that's good. And that's right in their heart, because Callahan's their boy, and we are raping his passage. So that pleases me. Marban Hollow, if y'all remember, had a holdout here in the Maiden's Veil. And then when I checked yesterday on the War Report app, basically what was happening was the Wardens had that, and then we took it, and then they had that, and then it was just like they were doing a ring around the rosy thing here. Beyond that, though, it looks like we finally pushed from Checkpoint Bua and the Spit Rocks and pinchered them in Marban. Or not Marban, Maiden's Veil. And now we have completely taken Marban Hollow. And I would like to think we're working on moving into the Viper Pit or Weathered Expanse. But this could end up now being a backline with our focus redirected to Endless Shore. I haven't spawned in yet, so I don't really know what it looks like. Up here in the Moors, we almost got that entirely under our control. So we're right up against the Wastes. That's fan-fucking-tastic. Stone Cradle, which we had no foot in at all when we last left off, is now completely ours. Fucking beautiful. And the Orb Breaker, which has seen a lot of skirmishes with the Warden presence there, has now been fully secured and is underneath Colonial control. Which just, I mean, I can only get so erect, man. I'm loving this fucking map. It's like porn to me. It's just fucking beautiful. But it begs the question of where I'm going to spawn, but we'll get to that in a second. First off, I just want to say that the video you're about to watch is going to be the first one I'm editing with new editing software that I purchased. It's called like Movavi or something like that. It's really simple and easy to use, and I've made a few test videos with it, but I don't really know how a finished product is going to look. But because it has different filters, transitions, and effects available, the overall format for my videos is still going to be the same, and like I said, I'm getting close to finishing my graphics, so they'll get finalized and be put on there as well. But the format's going to be basically the same, it's just that the transitions and sounds and stuff like that may be different than what I've been using, just because I have a wider range of tools available to me. But I'm going to start using that for this video, and hopefully when this gets published, everybody likes the way it looks. I have no idea what it's going to look like exactly. I don't really plan my editing, beforehand. I just see what videos I have, what bits go together, and then I try to splice them in a time-efficient manner so the videos aren't too long. But we're going to see how that goes today. I hope you guys like it. I'm going to put some information about it in the description, so that way if you guys are recording videos or something and want to move past any free software, there is a 7-day trial version for Movavi available when you first get it. But I went ahead, and because I used it, I was like, I loved it, so I'm going to go ahead and, buy it. So I bought the $80 lifetime subscription. video suite plus thing or whatever. It comes with all the, you know, bells and whistles. So I'm going to try to make these videos even more entertaining and make the editing higher quality by using that. So we'll see what these clips look like whenever I get done making them. Which sucks because you're all about to see my finished product, but I have no idea what my finished product is really going to look like. So stay tuned. But back to Foxhole, we basically covered the frontline transitions. We are on day 216. And that's about half the length of the other wars. Well, 2/3 of the last war. But the other war is like 400 days or something like that. So we're getting to where winning is a very real, imminent possibility. I just don't know if we're being dicks and refusing to upgrade stuff, or if we just have poor upgrade efficiency. But I feel like because we owned all the towns now, we should basically be able to get this in the bag. What I think we're doing, and what we're being dicks about, is we're not doing it. And like, it's not like an upgrade efficiency or parts problem. It's just that we're choosing not to do the upgrade because we want to keep fucking up the Wardens as kind of a payback for the last war. I'm not certain. I'm okay with either option. I just don't want us to fuck around and let them pierce into Endless and then do some kind of like super fucking maneuver, go through the Drowned Vale, cross the dam, hit and like do a fucking snake. You know what I mean? I don't want to play a game of Snake with their fucking hexes here. So I really want us to stay focused and hold this fucking stalwart defense right here, and make sure they don't get past it. But I'm probably going to deploy at Endless Shores where I'm getting to, is what I'm trying to say. I'm high as fuck. But we're going to probably start on an Endless Shore because Protoss has a backline. It doesn't have anything going on. Some Wardens come through in here and try to take out some Foxholes sometimes, but it doesn't really amount to nothing. And at this stage in the game, it's almost damn near impossible to keep stuff garrisoned. We just don't have enough people doing Logi. We don't have enough people making garrison supplies. I wish they would change the way the garrisons work, because it's a tough enough thing getting BMATs up here to keep shit from decaying, but to have the garrison supplies and shit is just, I don't know, it's a bit much. I don't know what you do, but I feel like you already have so much stuff to do and focus on and manage in this game, because they've added stuff and changed things since they initially conceptualized and implemented the stuff. I think because of those changes, some things are going to have to be cut out, otherwise it's going to be too grindy and too cumbersome. However, I have heard, I've read on their stuff that they have always wanted to put trains, and I think having trains on this map would be fucking phenomenal. Everybody would have, like, in the most urbanized area on each side, you would just have a station, and then you'd have stations throughout, and the train would go there, and you could build cars to go on the train and shit. I guess it is a bit complicated moving through the stuff, and if the train tracks go all the way here, then technically you could ship troops into Umbral, but obviously people are going to put defenses along their train tracks, so anybody does try to send troops via train, I mean, they're going to get fucked up. But I think it would be cool to have a train system to make Logi, because you can move way more stuff on a train than just in trucks or a flatbed. I think, and you could put the containers on the train and ship them directly to relic bases and stuff. So I think that would be cool, and add another layer to the Logi, and also probably make it easier. And it would add a layer to combat too, because then obviously you're going to want to attack the enemy train stations, and you can set up ambushes along their tracks, and that would give partisans another target. And if there's bridges for the trains, and you destroy those, well, then their Logi can only go so far until they repair it, and if you have it locked down, they're not going to repair it. So I think that would be neat. And then after trains, I really think they should do planes. And I love planes. I love, what was that movie? Fly Boys, way back in, like, what was it, like 2003 or something like that, where, like, it was World War I American volunteers going to France to fly planes and shit. I loved that movie as a kid, and I've always loved the quick evolution and adaptability from the first plane in combat to, you know, the amazing dogfights we got in World War II, because planes just, like, we instantly realized the valuable aspects of aircraft in war, and we hopped on that shit, because they first sent them up, they were just recon, you didn't have any guns or nothing, you just went up there, and you told the artillery where they need to throw their shit. But then, the enemy side started using planes, so while the recon guys up there, and you're up there, like in the movie Flyboys, they had a pistol given to them, because if your plane caught fire, was shot down by machine guns or something, you don't want to go all the way down to the ground in that. If you're going to take the coward's way out and off yourself, could just save yourself the pain. Like, you're not going to fall all the way down to the fucking ground. One guy survived that in World War One, and I think more people shot themselves when their shit was going down if they got the chance, unless they were shot up themselves in the combat. But anyway, the pistols that they took up in the sky, they started shooting at the other pilots with it to deter them from, like, staying around and doing their reconnaissance. And then we got the bright idea of putting a guy in the back of the plane with a machine gun. We had motherfuckers in there dropping grenades over the side. And those two things diverged and became, the concept of aerial bombardment and then dogfighting. So, I don't know, like, I'm a big fan of evolution. I love the Spore game. I always loved, like, evolutionary trees and stuff, those documentaries from back in the day where they'd go over the evolution from now until humans and shit. I loved it. So to see that in a clear and concise way with vehicles is just awesome to me. And I feel that way about tanks, too. And there's some things about tanks I would change in this game. But I really think trains and planes definitely need to get added in. And for the planes aspect, I definitely know how to do it because of the perspective issues and everything. And I think it'd be wonderful. I think it'd be a smooth implementation. And, I mean, who the fuck doesn't want airplanes in a World War I, World War II setting? It's a big part of it. Stukas scare the fuck out of me, buddy. Aerial bombardment is going to be really useful in the trench shit. Since we got trenches in here now, motherfuckers going overhead and dropping bombs straight down on them. Phenomenal. But, I went off on a tangent, but that's really all I got to say about it. Trains and planes, man. Come on, let's get it in here. Make things a lot better. I just had like a stream of consciousness rant there from fucking Logi struggles into planes. But there we go. Now, I just need to determine where to spawn. I may spawn in Marban and see what it's like over there. Or maybe even Callahan's Passage, since I know there's fighting. I definitely want this video to be exciting. So I'm really tied to going to a front. There's a queue there. There's not there. This is a low population. So maybe we should go here and try to fuck up the Wardens. I don't know yet. But as always, thank you guys for your support. Thank you very much for your views and likes. That helps me out a fuck ton. And if you are enjoying watching this stuff, as I'm pretty sure you are, you like keeping up with War 47 and you want to stay up to date on War 48 whenever it kicks off, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button. And then because I'm pretty irregular with my videos, you're going to want to hit the notification tab so you can keep up to date whenever I do post something. Again, thank you all for your support, especially you Wardens. I know you're crossing political lines to support me, and I appreciate the fuck out of it. And I will say prayers over your bodies when I kill you in combat. I always do. But that's enough rambling. I appreciate you guys so much. We're going to get in here, get our boots on the ground, and see how many warden asses we can shove that boot up. Alright, so we're about to do a tank push into Vulpine. So I was pissed that we haven't taken it back. Looks like we're securing Well Church. But up here we got a tank rally going on, and we're going to be pushing into Vulpine. And I don't think we have anybody really, because there's just one warden out here taking out our watchtowers, which could mean they're prepping for an invasion, or it could mean that there's nobody here, so this guy's bored and he's going in to try to entertain himself. I don't know. I wish you could climb on tanks and ride them. Do some tank descent.
I think it's one hit. No, it's 2 hits. Go, shoot. There we go.
Where are we at?
Vulpine Watch.
Sorry, where?
Endless.
Vulpine Watch. Endless.
Very cool. There are no spawns at Endless. What? How are there no spawns at Endless?
There's not enough people here to garrison the place.
Yep, so let's line up on this road. directly ahead on the right side of the road, azimuth 10. Oh, there's a Warden too. On the left side of the road. He's going up the downstairs. Okay, focus on the azimuth 10. Gun just to take it out. Okay, it's down. There's Warden on our left side, but I don't think it has anything. Yeah, just keep fighting. We can go rearm if we need.
One out left of Reginald. Okay.
What was that?
Oh, I knew it.
Metal, don't go too far forward, man.
Looks like the enemy's starting to mount up a response, so this might get harder.
Yeah, I got 2 wards on this side of the wall I'm next to.
I'm down to 5 cells.
Okay, we're going to get back and restart, so we're just going to empty them onto the next garrison house just ahead. And 10 will go.
Sounds like a good plan. Don't go this way, don't go this way, turn around.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, buddy. Back up, back up.
Yeah, this ain't backing up anymore. It's a random bull.
Yeah, no, Reginald, don't leave the tank. You don't want to give it to Wardens. Just rather go down.
Yeah, I have no.
Does anybody have bandages?
I'm just gonna put as many shells as I can into the
We are out of shells, so we need to go back and get.
I guess I'll pull back. Pushing back again, second
Oh,
time.
that just
We're reloaded, refueled,
Northeast Cosmos.
and they did a region, server region restart or something, so we're all back in and fresh.
Aim as far as you can and shoot that.
Can you? Move up just a tiny bit, so we can see if it's shooting or not. Also, if you have...
There's an AT turret just on the other side of that wall.
Yeah, shoot him. Shoot him, I think. Shoot. Woo.
Why are we not shooting?
Cosmos. At 25, 26. The building. 25, 20, 20, 30. The building right next to us.
What's up? Right, down.
Okay, next one is on the north side of that one.
That's it. No, it's dead, it's dead, it's dead.
Ignore the infantry, we are going to just deal with the garrison houses.
Yep.
Actually, they got the wall ahead.
No, there's an AT behind that. Someone was saying there's an AT behind
Yeah,
that.
there's an AT behind it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
One on... Yeah, that one. Try to shoot inside if you can, but it's not a big deal with these things.
Maybe push left here if we can get
Yeah,
through
let's do
the
that. Let's do
places
that.
at
That's
the
where all
top.
the infantry is up
okay,
top.
follow effective on.
We got a builder up here this hill.
It might be friendly. But yeah, that's friendly,
Oh, okay, cool.
There's enemies behind the safe house.
There's some in the safe house when I was up here a second ago.
Yeah. Does it what's
Yeah, that's 2 then.
You found them.
Yes, we did.
There's one on the right side of the damn thing. Where the chat came from. Okay, they are leaving the safe house. We can go behind it, but we have to be careful, Ryan, because they have garrison houses and 80 guns up ahead. So just go to the left side through the barbed wire. Wardens on the northeast side of the safe house. The building up ahead looks like a garrison house. Yep, it is.
Yep.
340. Fire.
They're up right around the corner on the other side of that brick wall.
340, directly ahead. Directly ahead.
It's
directly
12
ahead
o'clock,
behind.
boys. 12 o'clock.
That guy has some kind of grenade. We don't want to stick here with no artillery on. I mean, 2 guys is infantry cover, but it's not sufficient. Okay, we are moving up. There's nobody up ahead, so we can just go through.
Yeah, I just went to check the mines.
Okay, effective. Can you check the entire area for mines? Just
Yeah, I haven't seen any the entire time I've been up here running around, so I think we're clear.
no, I'm not going to trust that. Okay, let's break those sandbags because we don't.
No mines so far.
Okay, so the garrison house is up ahead. Azimuth 35. Okay, infantry, we need you to cover the safe house. There's an enemy on the safe house, north side.
Wardens.
RPG, back up.
Back. Yeah, don't mind it. Stop that. I'm hopping out to repair and see how bad it is. Yeah, it's 9% damage. Okay, let's continue fucking up, boys. Fuck. Infantry, we need you to hold the safe house. You don't need to attack out of the safe house, just hold it. We need
Alright, we're pulling back. Get more shells because the tanks are out. Infantry's probably going to keep fucking with them though. We took out the garrison house, but they're still in it.
We don't have HE yet, do we?
We do, I believe. Town hall is the place has 83 AG.
Ace is out of fuel on the bridge, and he just ran off.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to run up ahead to get a truck. So.
Yeah, we're gonna pull back.
Wow, the truck is still here.
Alright, so we pulled back, we took out the garrison structure,
So, is it working now?
but we're out of shells, so the tanks pulled back, we're gonna go get more shells, get rearmed, and then push back up. What we've done is we've come up here and we placed watchtowers everywhere,
How many shells did we have? I would
and
take it.
we have
do have-
builders
we do have access to them, I think.
maintaining that shit.
Huh?
So hopefully we'll just keep pushing
I've seen
into
down in
Vulpine,
Swan,
and
if you
eventually
look
we'll
at
be
the,
able
advanced
to
ammo factory.
take the fucking garrison base. So we took out the safe house. Well, I'm pretty sure I thought we took that down.
No. I'm looking at the Tech 3.
Oh, maybe the
says
map
they are
hasn't
behind
updated
the
yet.
Battle tank.
Okay, so we're pushing in.
There's like the 75 mil. Or 40.
Hopefully we'll take the motherfucker.
40 mil. So we need to take out the garrison house and then secure enough cover for bio infantry to take over the town hall. There's a trench line between two garrison houses, and we are just going to run over the trench line and start shooting at the town hall.
Sounds good. You said we're coming in from the west?
Okay, we are going to go through the salvage one again. This time it's going to be a bit harder. They have a lot of response force this time. Oh, there's water on the 39. Line up as close to the trench as possible without destroying them and light up that test. We don't want to destroy those trenches just yet. Yeah, first the gun nest, then the garrison house. Shoot up the garrison house. Yeah, if we have to take out the trenches, but that's garrison house now. What the hell is going on? Okay, now we need to be really careful because it gets stuck here. That's really bad. There's 3%. Okay, next up is actually the town hall. So,
Quick draw, buddy.
move up. We are going to shoot up town hall next. If we can, without activating them. That's gas.
I'm covering our
we are going to
west.
shoot
Hey,
up the
I
gun nest on the left side of the road. As soon as those gas grenades stop coming. No,
Annihilated.
gas. Oh, that's correct. Okay, we need the gun nest down to the left side of the road. Okay. It's down.
Yes, that's right.
It's down.
That guy's not happy. Techno, he's in that building to your left.
Oh, dear.
Oh, we got him.
I think it's here. Come here.
Okay. We are back.
Watch out. There's one around the corner.
That's
Okay,
just
we
the
are
garrison
going.
houses to clear up, really.
Yeah, there's garrison houses, but they have no respawn point now.
Town hall's down?
We
Fuck
go
yeah,
back
buddy,
out.
we did it. Let's see if we can maintain this shit.
We have
No.
7
That looks not
shells.
It only took a day.
It's fine. Don't get out of the way. Go on. Oh shit. All men, go on. He escaped, my friend.
Victory downs.
What the fuck is that? Awesome look.
We
Oh,
even have
magic.
the detail.
Amen.
Why is
Oh, he got me. Alright, so Vulpine Watch is neutralized. They're in there clearing up the foxholes and everything. I got by one. But, I figure since I spawned back here, the tanks are here getting rearmed, refueled, and we're about to push into Dannan Ridge. Now, I don't think there's going to be anything there because, I mean, the last time this stuff was updated was an hour ago, and they had nothing going on there. I don't think they have any shirts there,
Let's go shoot it up.
so they won't be able to spawn. So this should be a cakewalk.
I don't really expect that to be anything except the Relic Base itself. Now there's something. I open up the map and immediately a Warden vehicle pops up at the Relic Base. I think it's one guy.
Well, let's fuck him in the mouth.
No, but there is, you can, how do you spawn in the middle of it?
That's so
Oh, okay, that's actually me.
That is in the middle of nowhere. Oh, it's an AC. Stop now. Yeah, it's one AC.
Pull around.
It's literally one guy in an AC. We're in. Yeah, let's go off-road on the right side. And now east.
There's an AC up ahead, Panda. Stay with us.
Just gonna shoot up the AC and then deal with the house. And now north. And line up in front of the road.
Face northwest.
Northwest 320 555.
Oh no, lag.
320. Let's shoot it. Shoot it. There we go.
Damn.
And
that
then
lag
just shoot
sucked,
the Relic
but-
Base without getting shot by the Relic Base. Because this side is the one the Relic Base can't shoot. So, just fight inside. Oh, not because our infantry is gone.
Hey, back up, guys. I got HE grenades. Watch out. Back out. Get out.
Grenades are cheaper than tank shells. Let him use them. As many as he has. Yeah, we have like 6.
If anyone's getting got benefit, they heal up and lock it.
Alright, I'm out of nades. I might as well shoot it, but... I'm not gonna waste no more bullets. They got this. Only got 2 bags. If we fight infantry, I'm gonna want it. Oh, we secured it. Fuck yes. I don't know why we don't have well church yet, but once it's surrounded, it should be easy as fuck to take. Excellent.
The FOB we are basing at.
The one in Sid Falls or whatever it is, northwest of Welchurch.
Okay.
The Wardens are all out of the Endless Shore. Beautiful. Which means soon we're going to get to move into Weathered Expanse. Hopefully I'll get to partake in that. But, oh, job well done. We took it. We're all going back. The engineers are up on the front, securing everything. It's a good mission. Excellent operation. Ended at 2:17, 1700 hours. So that was fun. I definitely thoroughly enjoyed myself. I died due to stupid reasons, but I didn't die a whole lot. It's just that there's a lot of foxholes and machine gun nests and garrison buildings in there, so of course you're going to have, excuse me, higher infantry casualties. And we did a good job, though, because we didn't lose any tanks, because we were engaging the infantry and preventing them from getting close with rockets. And we did spot out AT positions for our tanks. So, I mean, the mission was a success. We just had a high casualty rate. I was not the only one dying to machine gun nests, so I don't really feel all that bad. I am really wanting to focus on my lifespans here, but I'm pretty sure the average lifespan of a soldier in World War II was like 5 minutes anyway. So I'm not. I think I get longer than that on average. I mean, I don't know. I haven't timed myself. I'm going to say that that's what it is, because then I feel like it's historically accurate. But no, I had a damn good time. I loved it. We are going to secure this, and then obviously secure Well Church, and then Colonial presence in the Endless Shore is kaput. Marban Hollow is secure. I've heard of fighting in the Viper Pit. Callahan's, obviously we are slowly making progress. We just locked down the Moors, and so they're just in the northeast now, man. We're about to... I think what happens, if we don't meet the victory conditions because we're being pricks, and then we just take all their points, I think essentially the resistance phase happens early in a way. Like, I don't think it's the actual resistance phase because it's nothing to the war, but I think previously, like, traditionally, Warden territories start revolting against us, and then they can start spawning there and shit again. So I'm not sure if that's actually what happens. I feel like I read that somewhere or heard it somewhere, but I'm not certain. So, because I'm an idiot, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. I'm sure most of y'all actually know what's about to happen, but I don't. I feel like we're being dicks, and we're going to slowly just keep, punching on them while they're backed in the fucking corner. I thought for a second that they might be able to push through, but as it's gone over the past 2 or 3 days, no, they're just getting pushed further back. So we're winning this one. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get all my stuff and everything together in a timely fashion to do the recap, because it looks like I'm going to have to do it sooner than I wanted to. But yeah, I am going to try to make it more fleshed out and more informative. And because I have new video editing software, I think I can start like using arrows and stuff like that. So I'll be able to go into more of the strategies of the battles that I've partaken in, and even just the overall strategy itself of how we've pushed. So be prepared for that. I am going to try to be more interactive with the video map overlay. So I don't think it'll just be a time lapse of the war going on with some battle sounds. As much as I hate making the battle sound soundtrack, I do like the effect for the time lapse, but because I'm going to try to be more involved in describing and cataloging the war, more detailed rather, I don't think it'll be necessary. So the recap format is probably going to be a bit different this time around, but it should be better, and it should adequately cover strategies from both sides, because I'm going to take my time and observe the war video and other YouTubers' videos about what they're doing, and then put together a detailed summary of the events. So that concludes everything for today. I don't know how long this video you've watched is. I don't know how long I'm about to make it, but hopefully it wasn't too unbearably long, and that you guys enjoyed it and watched and had a good time watching our little tank op here. That was the first time I actually got to participate in a small coordinated tank strike. Like, that was very, very precise, because we went right for the garrison structures, right for the town hall, and then got the fuck out. Usually when I see that we use tanks, we try to just demolish everything as we come across it, and it results in really long battles. But because we got a surprise hit on them in the beginning, they were delayed in getting spawned in, and we were able to just sweep the floor with them. The tanks really came in handy, and they did not have enough AT emplacements. Though the Wardens were creative with their placement of the AT. They trapped a lot of them behind some walls, so we couldn't see them. So if we destroyed the wall, all of a sudden a volley of AT fire would be coming at our tanks. And they had them in between houses and shit like that. So their defenses were really well placed. We just surprised them and struck very fast, and were consistently going back in. And when the tanks had to retreat, only half of our infantry would pull back. The other half would stay up and kind of harass them. And that allowed our engineers to move up and put those watchtowers. And then we were better informed using our radios going into the next waves of our assault. So that I like that strategy. It's not the first time I've really seen that kind of strategy used, but it's the first time that I partook in it right next to the tanks like that. It really felt like a World War II battle, especially since it was in a town. That was great. It really felt like we were pushing past Normandy and into France and shit like that, and I just like that feeling. I've always loved like Battlefield 1942. Company of Heroes was a fun fucking game. I loved it. And of course I played Medal of Honor and what was the other one? Medal of Honor and Brothers in Arms. Yeah, the one based off Band of Brothers. Brothers in Arms is really good too. I love the World War II games. So I'm really enjoying the fuck out of this setting. So, like I said before, I'm probably going to keep recording a lot of it. So again, thank you guys for your support. If you enjoyed yourselves today, hit that like button. If you want to stay up to date on how this war wraps up and the War 48 beginnings, you're going to want to hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification tab because I don't have a schedule. That'll help you out in staying up to date on the videos I post. Again, I appreciate you guys' support, and I can't wait to make another video for y'all to enjoy. I'll see y'all next time, back on the front lines.